All right, so today we're diving into a really interesting story. Sometimes you have these regional businesses, they're doing well, but then bam, suddenly they've got these like huge national ambitions.
Yeah, it can be pretty remarkable to see.
So that's what we're looking at today with Osea Hyper Retail Limited. They operate as Osea Hypermart, and they're based in India.
Okay, Osea Hypermart, got it. And what kind of information are we working with here?
So we've got some excerpts that give us a broad overview of the company, and then a Reuters report that really digs into their future plans, and of course the most up-to-date stock information from their website, oseahypermart.com.
Okay, sounds pretty comprehensive. So what's the big question we're trying to answer in this deep dive?
Basically, can Osea Hyper Retail actually make it big? Like, can they really become a major player in India's hypermarket scene? Because it's a tough market, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The very competitive landscape.
So let's start with what we know. They were founded in 2014, and they've already built a pretty solid presence in the state of Gujarat.
Hmm, Gujarat. So they're starting off strong in one particular region.
Exactly. They've got like 43 stores across some pretty key cities there, like Ahmedabad and Vadodara. And get this, they even have their own distribution center in Ahmedabad.
Oh, wow. So they're not messing around. Their own distribution center already. That shows they're serious about, building a real infrastructure.
Right. And it's not just like a small operation. They're running a full-on hypermarket model. So think, the whole shebang, groceries, household items, furniture, clothes, electronics, you name it, over 300,000 different products.
Okay, so they're really trying to be a one-stop shop for everything.
It seems that way, at least in Gujarat, where they've clearly focused their efforts so far.
And how are they doing financially? I mean, are they actually making money with this approach?
Well, as of March 2024, their numbers look really good. Like they pulled in about 1,444.75 crore in revenue.
Wow, okay. And remind me, how much is a crore again?
10 million Indian rupees. So yeah, that's a lot of rupees. Their gross profit was 184.95 crore, and the net income was 182.98 crore.
So their net income is almost as much as their gross profit. That's impressive. What's their profit margin looking like?
Their net income margin is sitting at about 12.7%.
12.7%. That's pretty healthy, especially in the retail world. I mean, it suggests they're running a tight ship, at least in Gujarat.
Yeah, for sure. But here's the thing. That success in Gujarat seems to be fueling some pretty massive expansion plans.
Ah, so they're looking to go big beyond their home turf.
Big is an understatement. They want to become one of the biggest hypermarket chains in all of India.
Whoa, hold on. How are they planning to pull that off?
Well, get this. Their goal is to open 140 new stores in the next 3 to 4 years.
140 new stores. That's a crazy amount of growth in such a short time. And that's going to put them head to head with some really big established players in the Indian market. I mean, are we talking about like national chains that are already everywhere?
Exactly. But their expansion plan doesn't stop there. They're not just aiming to take over India.
Wait, so there's more. Where else are they planning to go?
They're looking at international expansion too. They're considering setting up shop in places like Dubai, Australia, Singapore, and even the UK.
Dubai, Australia, the UK. That's a global vision, not just a national one. It's pretty ambitious, I have to say. But going from, Gujarat to the world is a huge leap.
Yeah, no doubt. But their financial goals match that global ambition. They're aiming for a $1 billion valuation.
$1 billion valuation. Wow. Okay, so the market must be reacting pretty positively to all of this, right?
As of March 24th, 2025, their share price on the NSE, that's the National Stock Exchange of India, was 28.70.
And how does that compare to like the day before or the week before? What's the trend looking like?
It was up by 4.97%.
Okay, almost 5%. That's not bad at all, though it's also worth remembering that stock prices can jump around for all sorts of reasons.
Yeah, for sure. If you're looking for more details, their website, oseahypermart.com, has everything.
Yeah.
All the financials, all their plans, the whole 9 yards.
So to sum it all up, we have a company that's doing really well in their home region, but now they're going all in on honestly, kind of a risky expansion plan, both in India and internationally. And they're aiming for a valuation that would put them among some of the biggest retail players out there.
Exactly. So now the big question for everyone listening, can they actually pull it off? I mean, growing that fast, expanding into so many new markets, all while trying to hit that billion-dollar valuation, it's a huge challenge.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Lots of potential, but also lots of potential pitfalls along the way.
Absolutely. Thanks for diving in with us today.